hello. How you doing? How you doing, everyone? Oh yeah. Oh mother freaking yeah. My man, my bro, my brother. Look at this. We got ping, we got a pong. Look at this, my man. Look at this. Me. Do I have this shit working? I do. I motherfucking do. Look at this. This is so nice. What do I mean by this? Yeah, for you that don't know, I've been working like a mother freaker for the past month, I guess, in doing this little oh my god, I just made a shit. No, it's fine. In working with this, what is this? This is a program I have been calling Auto HUD, Twitch Auto HUD. Maybe not Twitch. Well, for now it only works with Twitch, so I don't know about that. But anyway, what is this? This is my overlay, my custom overlay for doing overlay things on Twitch and stuff and streaming and Zaz, and yes, it's awesome. Why is it awesome? Because because look at this. We got a little wheel. Look at how cute the wheel is. Look at that. We got a no in the wheel. Ha! Isn't it great? It is awesome. Look at this. We can have timers, like six seconds timers and stuff. It appears on the motherfucking screen, but that's not mother freaking all. No. You know what's really awesome? This thing. Oh man, this little thing right here. Okay. Let me just tell you that generally everything else that we get going on the HUD on the Twitch overlay is not that impressive, but look at this is basically visual programming. Hey PBM love, how are you doing? Hey PBM, how you doing? Have you been streaming lately? I haven't seen you around, actually. The last time I saw you was the last time I was at your stream, actually. So yeah, take a look at this. We got our little HUD. I mean, our little overlay working. I've streamed a bit. I haven't checked it out, but I will say after the stream you were in, I properly played your game. I played to completion. I've ignored all the notepads. Yeah, the notepads, and great game. Really liked it. Really like it. The final maze thing. Probably spent like way more time there than I should. I ended up at the start like two or three times while trying to get to the end, right? And I almost gave up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that good at games. You know how it goes, right? People who do games aren't usually great at the games they make, right? Can you guess how I made the hacker hands? I can't. How did you? I was just panicking, like the little things were just dragging me around. I was like, oh my god, they're so much worse than the viruses. Like, I mean, how would you do the hacker hands? Tell me. But besides that, I've been working on those little guys here. I mean, those two little guys here with the Twitch break, Twitch ad break, and Twitch ad schedule. The break is just that. I mean, when it starts, it starts, and the schedule is just the schedule. I mean, it will warn us. It will emit this trigger, this signal, whenever there is like 5 minutes before the start of the next ad. Does it work? I'm not really sure. The first ad we got on the channel kinda didn't work, and I'm kinda worried about it. But at the same time, you know, That's just how shit's gonna work. What else can I say? But talking about our little new project here. What do we have? Let's see. Let's, you know, water. Let's hydrate ourselves. But anyway, let's begin. What did I work on? I'm not really sure. What is this project? This little project here is a project codenamed Firefly. We got some stuff there, but I don't know. Can I show? I'm not really sure. So I've painted the Ace sprite with green, then recorded my right hand with the light turned off, reduced quality, and then cut all the frames from 177 to about 10, and copy pasted with a difference in frames, so it looked like the left hand. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I would never imagine. That was why you were so hyped to show me the last boss. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. When you say left hand, I mean the hacker hands, you are not saying the little guys that fly around the maze, right? You're saying like a proper final thing, are you? Because if you are, I'm kind of guessing right now that I may have not seen the hacker hands. I mean the hacker thing on the left. Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, yeah, I do. I do know. Okay. It's fine. I understand. Yeah, that was really cool. I would have never imagined. Yeah, I thought you just found. I mean, I don't think I even thought about any possibilities. I think my what do you mean? What would you say? I think my head just went to the direction of like, oh, maybe he just found the perfect gift to put in there, you know? I don't know. I don't think I've thought about how did you do it, but that was a really nice idea of like getting your own hand, and in some ways you get a little bit of yourself in the game besides all the sweat and tears, you know? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking here. The people that kinda hired me, they didn't hire me. They aren't paying me anything. But they invited me, yeah. They invited me to this project, and the people who invited me, they were saying stuff. What were they saying? They were saying like, we haven't thought about anything regarding the battle and the game. So you can just like go crazy and let's see, like invent some stuff, build some stuff, throw it at the wall and see whatever sticks, you know. So now I'm like staring at the blank canvas, and I'm kinda a bit lost. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit lost. What is this? Ooh, this is not so good. Maybe this is good. Yeah. Ooh, this is good. It can be better. This is good. Yeah, this is good enough. Okay. So, what are we thinking? We are thinking a lot of stuff here, I think. We're thinking, oh yeah, the only directive? Yeah, the only directive I got from the team was to like make a simple system, not to distract from the other aspects of the game. So I was thinking, how can we like kind of innovate? Like what interesting direction can we go to have, you know, to have an interesting battle, an interesting simple battle. So I've been what do you say? I've been looking into like Pokemon, Let's do something here. How can I do this? Is it this? No, it's not. It's like this. I guess it's kind of, yeah. You know what? What is the asterisk? There is the asterisk. There is the asterisk. Asterisk. God damn it. Let's go with the asterisk. So I've been looking at Pokemon. Temos que pegar se eu sei. Yeah, Pokemon. I've been looking also at Cassette Beasts, which Cassette Beasts, which is, by the way, the OST we are currently watching. I mean, hearing is from Cassette Beasts, and that's just that. What else? So I really like RPGs and Mino battles and whatever. So like other stuff that exists in my belt of knowledge probably is like something like Final Fantasy. Let's just write FF. Yeah, Final Fantasy. What aspects can we think about Final Fantasy battles that are interesting? Wait, so you wanna make a Monster Collection game? Yeah, apparently that's the idea. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? That's the, oh my god. Yeah, there I have it. Let's, oh my god, I did it again. God damn it. Let's erase everything and create another freaking new layer here, because oh my god, that always happens and I don't know why. Anyway, so I mean, let's just make the little arrow. It's kind of better. So you have Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Anyway, so what good aspects of a battle system can we steal, maybe, from Pokemon? Battle system. What is this? I've made Emo Quest. It's not a monster collecting RPG, but in it you have a bestiary at least, and was inspired by Pokemon Dragon Quest Modern 2. That's freaking awesome. I've already seen Emo Quest. You've already shown me. I've already took a look at it, like a little while ago. It was a rough battle to complete it. It took me 4 freaking years. My god. And to think I made just a great little game in under, like, I don't know. How much time did you have to make the mouse game, which I don't remember the name, but it was a fucking great name. It was a mother freaking philosophical name. I love the title. Yeah, 30 days. And to think you made a great game in under 30 days. Maybe you should do Emo Quest 2 in less time. Maybe this time only in 1 year. What do you think about it? Anyway, Leo helped me with pixel art. But in fact, the little guardians and stuff that you need to like free, they are amazing. They're amazing. Yeah, I'm assuming you meant, I mean, you mean that Leo helped you with the Metroidvania title, right? Not Emo Quest. He did all the art. He is an amazing artist. Let me tell you. So yeah, what cool aspects of Pokemon Battle can we get from, yeah, the Mousevania. Mousevania is a great name for it. God damn it. Yeah, that's awesome. Great code name for the project. Cool. Yeah, the little guardians and like chained, they're awesome. I really love them, especially the guy behind all the ads. Yeah, but I have something to say. I just assumed you weren't supposed to like understand any like there are more than one instance where in the game where you need to talk or to hear like those big entities, like the little guy with the which you need to enable the volume stuff, and the guy that you need to save from the ads, and they all talk. They talk stuff like, right? Yeah, and I didn't understand anything. I assumed you weren't supposed to understand anything for the Moon Knight Cry, because it was just so hard to hear it. I assumed it wasn't really that important. I hope it was not. For the Moon Knight Cry, very difficult to hear it. That's my critique. Yeah. So yeah, Pokemon. What interesting things do we got from Pokemon? We got like a system without the option of defense, explicit defense. I mean, let's start with no defense. I am one who shall speak for myself and my life. What? Wait, what? I am one who. Oh, okay. Yeah. I am one who shall speak for myself and my life. It's a great message, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that that the notepads should be important. You know. I feel like you should have been able to complete it while reading the notepads, but that's just me, probably. That's what the speaker says. That's good to hear. or read, I guess. So yeah, the Pokemon the battle system has no defense option. Has the PP, the PP system. Which, to be fair, I've never ran into a battle in Pokemon where I didn't really have PP to like lock my abilities. That's what the speaker says. And did you like the ending letter? Lol. I did like the letter, but to be honest, to be fair, I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I remember liking it. I remember like seeing the letter go up, and I was like, "Hi, nice." But to be fair, can't remember it. Can't remember it. I guess it didn't stuck. God damn it. I feel so bad. Like my memory is just so bad. I can't even. That's everything I'm going to say. I can't even. Oh yeah. Oh my man. What else do we have that's interesting about the Pokemon battle? I guess that's it. I guess that's basically it. I mean, if you want to stretch it a little bit more, we can tell about like not the AGEMs, but like not the AGEMs. But actually, what I kind of mean by that is just the limited range. Let's call it that. Limited range of options. Let's just call it opts. So yeah, that's Pokemon for you. The other thing that I just mentioned it was Cassette Beasts. PP system? Yeah, the PP system. Do you know the PP system? Like this little guy here? No, forget about this. No, the PP system isn't it just a terrible system though? Yeah, that's that's what I basically said when I mentioned this. When I mentioned this, but at the same time, it's like it's a different. It's a system that, how can I say it? It's like it's a differential, you know. Like when you think about like Pokemon. I mean, yeah. When you think about like Pokemon battles in the games, like what makes them different from, like, I don't know, Dragon Quest, for example. I think that's basically the PP system. The PP system, as opposed to like a mana system, you know? Yeah, or like mana slash energy, right? Well, let's just call it a mana, because when I imagine like, uh, oh, did you get the, oh, we got the ad thing going. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, when I think about like standard battle menu based, I mean turn based menu battles, I think about like mana, you know. I do think the PP system only exists so that people could pass through the big caves without having to go back to the Pokemon Center in Red and Blue, and they kept going for like 30 years. What do you mean? I do think the PP system only exists so that people could pass through these big caves without having to go back to the Pokemon Center. What do you mean? Because like, as far as I remember, like the PP system is like, you get, I mean, in Pokemon you have like 4 moves, and each move has like a count for PP. If they had mana, yeah, a count, yeah, yeah, an account, an amount. Yeah, they have an amount of PP, and each time you use a move, you deduct a PP from, I don't know, a PP from the move, right? And once it goes back to 0, you know, 0 out of, I don't know, 10, then you can't choose this action anymore. So that's what I remember about PP system, the PP system. And when you get yourself to the Pokemon Center, you get back all your PP, all your PPs back, right? So that's what I remember. So I don't really understand. Let me. Well, it's already down enough in the stream for the music. By the way, PVM, can you hear the song going? Anyway, so yeah, the PP system, what did you say? If they had mana, it would go all to waste in about 4 or 5 battles. PP system is a basic system that doesn't depend on balancing and leveling up. It's way easier to implement though. Yeah, for sure it is. But I mean, just give the Pokemon a big enough mana pool, okay? If that was the point of the PP system, you know. And at the same time, you know, I don't know. Anyway, but I understand your point now. That like you know, that the PP system was only there. But you know, like, to think about it, I've almost never. I like the PP system though. You think it's bad, but you like it? Okay. Like, I almost never ran into a problem where, ran into the situation where I am like out adventuring and the PP just runs out, you know? I've maybe ran out of like some moves, especially the moves where they only have like 5 PP going for them. And yeah, in Pokemon, yeah. Even though it's simple, yeah, because it's easy to implement, right? Like I probably only ran out of attacks that are like 5 PP. So yeah, that's the whole point of the PP system, I think. Yeah. So the thing is, I don't think it's really engaging. Like I think that if we had like lower PP for all of the attacks, it would probably be better. No, not better, not necessarily better, but it would force the player to interact more with the PP system, like to strategize around it. Like, oh, I'm going to have like more moves that do the same thing, kind of, so that I have options, you know. So you never get out of moves. Yeah, yeah, and it's different. And it's different than like regular RPGs like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, because mainly Dragon Quest. Let's just say Dragon Quest because you know, like Dragon Quest, you have like a regular attack that doesn't cost any mana, you know. So in Pokemon you don't have that option. Maybe that's why they designed that whole PP system. And at the same time, if you look at like Cassette Beasts, don't really know how to say it, but they have that energy thingy with the squares, where you earn like one square at every turn. You earn one square every turn, and you have basically one attack that doesn't cost any squares, and you have like some attacks that like requires multiple multiple squares. And that's an interesting system. You know, the ad is in progress. Let's just let's just be Zam. Let's add a timer here. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Sure. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's just meditate with me. With me, you inhale. Let's inhale. Oh my god, let's inhale now. Then you hold it. Then you release it. Then you hold it. Then you inspire, like get air through your lungs, yeah, and then you hold it, and then you release it. In, hold, out, hold, in, out. Yeah, that's a vibe. So apparently the ads are out. They're off right now. So let's continue. So yeah, back into Cassette Beasts. Cassette Beasts, you know. So yeah, I think that's the. I mean, I haven't played again. I haven't played Cassette Beasts yet. Probably. I'm very interested now that I'm currently working in this project. I'm very interested in playing Cassette Beasts because it just seems like a great game. That said, the only thing I know about it are those square things. Yeah. So oh my god. That's kind of better. Yeah, the square, let's call it like the square Square Enix, Square energy system, which again it's something that's like rivals the system of mana. You know, and thinking about those two examples, maybe I don't really want to go into mana territory. Oh my god, this looks like a name. Mana. Let's select the, yeah, here. Okay, let's go back to here. Mana. Okay, so this also rivals the mana system, and yeah. So maybe what I was saying, maybe I want to also avoid the mana stuff. Yeah, but also thinking about it, we also have Final Fantasy, well, FF. Those are terrible looking Fs. Those are even worse. That's a good looking F. Look at this, good looking F. This one is a better F. FF. Yeah, that's how I write Fs. Okay, so Final Fantasies. And what's interesting about Final Fantasy? I think the interesting, the most interesting stuff, more, yeah, I guess it's the most interesting. Yeah, the most interesting stuff about Final Fantasy is the little action gauge they got going on, which is like the battle kind of battle happens. Oh my god, the battle happens all at once. All at once. Yeah, that's a terrible hand script they got going on. But anyway, happens at once, and you can only choose an action once your action gauge is full. We also, in the later installments of Final Fantasy, we also get the option of like action versus menu, you know, where you can like run around. But I don't know, but I also don't know like what's the great merit. Like I'm thinking about like Final Fantasy 12, you know, so action Final Fantasy 12, and like only menu, I'm thinking about like Final Fantasy 1. Okay, so this is 12, this is 1. And I haven't played like Final Fantasy 14 and up. I mean, I haven't played Final Fantasy 13 and up actually, so I really don't know how the Final Fantasy 13, I mean 15 does stuff. I've kind of seen it, but not really, you know, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, what am I thinking when I think, oh my god, I lost my digital pencil, I guess. Yeah. So when I think about like the action side of the Final Fantasy thing, we are actually like we are talking about like reposition while the battle is going on, but also as I remember, like you still chose all of your actions through the menu, and the menu kind of like paused the game, and you could like look around and, oh my god, you know, choose some stuff to do. But like it's just a fancy UI interaction to the same underlying system, which is the menu, which has the action gauge. And once the action gauge, let me search how do I say that out loud. Google Translate, yeah, sure. Oh my god, that's not how you do it. Oh my god, translate. Okay, gauge. How do I say that? What?
Gauge.
Gauge. So I'm just absurdly obliterating the the way you're supposed to actually say this word. But anyway, so yeah, the gauge, the energy gauge. That can't be it. Energy gauge.
Energy gauge.
Yeah, I guess. Matt, Birdquest, how you doing? What are you working on? Oh my god, what are you working on today? I am working. No problem. I am working on a little project that Arya has set up me to work on. I will get it right soon. Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. The important stuff is that we understand. I mean, that I understand you're talking to me. But anyway, thank you. By the way, welcome to the stream. How you doing? What am I working today? I'm working today in this new project I just got dropped into. I promise. Okay. I will hold you to that. So I don't know if you know Arya. She is around some chats around here. And she kind of invited me to work on a project she's working on with like a few other people. So yeah, the project is about what is it about again? It's about a creature collection. Yeah, it's a game about creature collection. Like a Pokemon or like cassette beasts. You know? So that's the project we are working on today. I kind of volunteered to work on the battle system, and right now I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that sounds neat. It does sound, doesn't it? It does sound neat. So yeah, right now I'm kind of trying to understand what battle system I want to make, you know? Because she said like, oh, like we haven't really thought about like how the battle will go, so we'll have like the green card, like go crazy. Let's like invent something, throw it at the wall and see whatever sticks, you know? So I'm just trying to plan stuff and investigate and think, you know? I'm kind of doing a benchmark study, except the benchmark is all inside my head. But if you have any suggestions, please say it to us. So yeah, currently we have talked about like how like the differentiation, the special thing Pokemon brings to the table. It's kind of like I'm kind of comparing every system to like Final Fantasy 1, because that's the first minimum battle system I've kind of been, you know, exposed to. So that's kind of my reference, I guess. Sure, that makes sense. JRPG battle system, exactly. So yeah, compared to something like Final Fantasy 1, we get in Pokemon we got like no defense options. I mean, no single button called like defense. You know, you have like some defensive abilities, but like they are firstly abilities and not especially like defense and stuff, you know. We have the PP system as opposed to a mana system, and we have like a limited range of options. Like in all Pokemon, I'm pretty sure in all Pokemon we only have 4 options to choose from, like for moves in every battle. I'm pretty sure. And thinking about like cassette beasts, the only thing I can think of it's the whole Square action energy things, the Square energy system versus mana again. But I actually haven't played Cassette Beasts, so I can't say it that. I mean, I can't, discourse about it much further than this. 6 Pokemon, each has 4 moves. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, for Pokemon's time, I mean, for abilities times 6 Pokemon. 6 Pokemon. I mean, let's just. Okay, that's a good take on the Pokemon thing. And I was thinking like about Final Fantasy, like the later installments of the Final Fantasy. I was thinking about like the action part of the battle, which you basically get like free range of movement inside of the little area, kind of. It's not really even an area. It's like you just engage in battle, and you have like free range in the whole map, and eventually you go like out of the range of the monster, and the battle just cancels. But at the same time, like I can't really think of how you've been able to like have the free range impact the gameplay, and like what kind of moves you choose, because essentially it's basically just a menu, a normal menu from like the previous games. Yeah, I was halfway through typing that. Yeah, Parasite Eve had a neat system that was halfway between what? Do you mean Cassette Beasts or Final Fantasy's like gauge, the action gauge? I actually don't know about Parasite Eve. Let's search about it. Parasite Eve. Old, new Final Fantasy. Yes, exactly. What is this? What is it? Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve is a Final Fantasy game? Because I think I've never heard about it. It was kind of like Fallout, where it was live but turn-based in a way. Yeah, you mean Eve, right? No, yeah, it doesn't. Like I just saw like Squaresoft here, and I was like, oh, it's Final Fantasy, but it's not really. Yeah, it's Square's attempt at Resident Evil. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. And at the same time, RPG Meno Battle, because I guess that's just Square's style. It was kind of like Fallout, where it was live but turned based in a way. Also, I've never played Fallout. How is it the Fallout system? Fallout Boys battle system? Yeah. But like Fallout is like a shooter, isn't it? Yeah, so you can think of it like a prototype. What, Parasite Eve is a prototype of Square Enix? Time freezes as you choose a target to aim at each different with different probabilities. Oh yeah, I've kind of saw that system around. Yeah, I understand. I see. Yeah, it's another idea. Yeah, as a prototype of how they have the new Final Fantasy games. Oh yeah, sure. You are correct. I understand. Yeah, so Fallout is like the midway between, I guess, because it's what stuff is like airing here. Damn. But I guess it's also fine. Anyway, I've got distracted. No, that's not it. That's it. Yeah, here. So yeah. So the action part of the Final Fantasy 12, which is my reference because it was the last Final Fantasy I've actually played long enough to use as a reference, I guess. So like Fallout has a similar thing going on. and also, as you said, Parasite Eve. My other references are probably Dragon Quest, but I don't really see. I've actually don't really see how Dragon Quest differs in any way from like the first Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 1. God damn it. FF1. It's basically the same thing, the same system, and it has actually been the same system like for over 25 years, I guess. Sorry, I'm super distracting. No, you are the research. You are the research. Star Ocean 2 had a similar system, real time, running around turn-based like the new Final Fantasies. Again, I have no idea what system is. I mean, what game even is Star Ocean. Star Ocean 2. It's a pretty game. I'll give you that. Pretty game. I like it. Oh, it's a very pretty game. But I guess this is a more modern one, like remaster stuff, or just a more recent installment. Star Ocean: The Second Story R reveal. No, wait. It stops at the R, right? The name of the game, I'm pretty sure. The second R? Yeah, the Second Story R. I don't know what the R stands for, but whatever, man. Whatever. Oh, they got a demo. Yeah, let's check the demo. Yes. Oh my god, what's happening? Here, that's what's happening. Yeah. So, we will check that out later. Such a pretty game. Oh my god, what's this? Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna have to spend like half. that's kind of expensive. But anyway. So yeah, you say that these have like a system similar to Final Fantasy, where you have like a semi real-time battle going on. I think they did make a remake recently. I was thinking of the original PSX one. You mean what's PSX? Do you mean the PS like 2 or 1? Okay. But anyway, I think that the system should be around the same or similar. Anyway, it's good inspiration. Oh, it's also released to Switch. Probably these, right? The Second Story without the R. PSX is the first PlayStation. Really? I had no idea. I've only like PSX. I mean, PS1 is not PSX, because I thought it was PS1, But I guess I'm kind of too young. I think that the R is probably remake. You have a great point there. You have an awesome point. I think you are correct. I think you're probably correct. Okay. So yeah. Semi-live. I mean, not semi-live, but also like, well, action stuff, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm hitting the wrong keys. Everything's fine. I'm fine. So now we have like a Star Ocean. Oh my god, I have no idea how to write. Ocean. Okay. Star Ocean, and what have we talked about? It was something Eve, but also at the same time, like, I'm realistically not going to play it, so might as well just not add into this list. But anyway, so I guess we can like just add Dragon Quest here as another, like all of them as another example of like the static menu, not action system. I think that Parasite Eve, yeah, don't play don't play it, just look at a quick video of playing it. Yeah, good point. Let's just add it to here. Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve. So yeah, but it would be interesting to have some aspect of an action time going on. I mean, an action aspect of the game going on. Like those are, as far as I understand, all of those examples deal with a system that's basically like time freeze. Oh my god. That's the proportion of a T. Time freeze, and then during the time freeze you just choose an action. Choose action. I guess the only innovation I can get from Dragon Quest is the roaming, like, and it's not like an innovation to the whole battle system. It's just it's mainly just an innovation inside their own franchise, which was the roaming monsters that you only have to interact with them if you want, by like actually like battling before the battle begins. One difference with Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest is the perspective. Final Fantasy had the players side by side. Oh my god, my pants, you know. Oh, I just found it. Okay. The player had it side by side, and Dragon Quest only had the monsters, making it feel first person. That's a good point. And in later installments of Dragon Quest, we got like not battle animations, but like action animations, like when you like better action animations with the actual characters like casting the spells and swinging the swords and whatnot at the monsters, which kinda took away from the first person feel, I guess. Pokemon felt first person, but from your perspective as a trainer, so you'd see the monsters back, making it feel in between Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Another thing is that you could control the whole party in Final Fantasy, but Dragon Quest had AI party members. Yeah, which I think doesn't really apply to the game we are currently trying to make, because of the whole, like, you are a single guy and you're a single person and you have like the collection, the monster collection thing in you, and the monsters fight for you. Yeah, maybe you just don't choose any action from the monster, just choose the monster and the monster acts for you, like everyone's favorite mechanic from like any game, you know. Everyone hates AI companions, but I actually I'm not really familiarized with like the first Dragon Quest and stuff, the first Dragon Quest, the early installments of the series. because I've started playing Dragon Quest in the PS2, the PlayStation 2, in the Dragon Quest 8 installment, and in there you had the AI options, but you also had like the option to explicitly choose everyone's actions, you know. And I don't know if that was the case from the early Dragon Quest games, which makes me think also that like another thing from, well, I don't know where to put it. Let's just put it here. Like another thing from Final Fantasy 12 was that system where you kind of found like AI. That's not how you write it. That's terrible writing. But anyway, you find like AI items uh, through the world, and then you use those items to program the AI of the characters, and you could explicitly choose everyone's actions, but you could also just leave the AI going, like, when any party member is like below 10% health, 10% health, like choose a heal and cast on them, you know, or cast the heal on the whole party, you know, which is fun. I always thought that this season was like great fun, progress, but I think, and program behavior. Oh my god, behavior. Also, how things lasted outside battle. Oh man, how things lasted outside battle. So in Final Fantasy, status effects were only a few turns, but Dragon Quest would have longer lasting effects that need to be dealt with outside the battle. Same with economy. Final Fantasy gave more gold, so it was easier to buy equipment, but you had to be stricter in Dragon Quest. Also, dealing with deaths or death. Final Fantasy had Phoenix Down, but with Dragon Quest, you had to find a church akin to a Pokemon Center. Yeah, you are not wrong. You are great at this. You're great at this. I think like at this point, I feel like I'm not even doing any work. You could do that in Star Ocean 2 also. That's why I referenced it. I'm a massive video game nerd. Sorry, no problem. That's good. That's great help actually. um, what do you mean? You could also do that in Star Ocean 2. Like, you could also revive party members like outside of a set place, like a church, or do it the AI programming. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That makes me very much more interested in just taking it for a spin, because I don't know, that was probably the season inside Final Fantasy 12 that I most liked to play around. It's an old game. It was very innovative. Yeah, right? I'm getting the feeling that it was kind of sad that it didn't like got all the same attentions as basically Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Yeah, I hadn't even started to consider like the reviving mechanics, but that's great. That's really great. Yeah, the programming thing is kind of fun, I think. But also, what else, right? What else? Can you think about any more like kind of innovations, or I don't know, just different things, different games with menu battles. Did? It's because it was using sprite art in that time that everyone was obsessed with polygons. Yeah, sure. Final Fantasy made it because they focused on the 3D, making it feel more epic. Yeah. I like the item holding in Pokemon. Yeah, I absolutely forgot about that. The item holding. Item. Yeah, item holding. At the same time, the item holding is basically like random equipment from like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, which like have different effects. Probably like an accessory, right? But like as a creature, you don't really, you know, given an item for the Pokemon to hold is basically the most equipment you will ever get in a game like this. Time and weather based status effect. I'd roam the land looking for berry trees to be refreshed. You could call it either accessories or also auto use items. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Like heals and potions. Did it happen? Like I think I've never tried giving like a potion or something like that to a Pokemon. Does the Pokemon do it, or is it just a novel idea you just came up with? Yeah. Time and weather thing are things that we are already thinking about. I personally think that they will be in the game, except if we just like run out of time or whatever. But I think it will be in the game. Yeah. So item holding, which is basically equipment. We have the static versus live action battles. We have aspects of like how do we present the battle in like a in like a first person mode, or like just copy Pokemon, or have like here and here. I draw so good, my man. You can't even tell. Sorry, Heavy Rain is messing with my internet, and also the sound makes you hard to hear probably. Can you repeat after tell me one thing? Yeah. What do you want me to repeat? And also sorry for the audio. I guess. What was I thinking? What was I saying? I was just like reviewing everything that we've gone through here. And I was just like drawing the different perspectives, like first person and first person-ish, because you can still have the guy your Pokemon in front of you, and also we have like the options of like exactly like Cassette Beasts, where you got like both parties in the scene, which is like full third person mode. Yeah, you were cutting out too much for me now. The weather is too bad. I'm gonna run away now. Okay, good luck. Thank you so much for your company, Matt. See you around. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So we have those kind of views. Just really badly. Oh my god. Okay. I'm dumb. No promises. What? I will try to spell your name right if next time. No promises. I'm dumb. Yeah, no problem. I'm dumb also. Let's all be just dumb together. Yes. Thank you for being here. Have a good, I don't know. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the bad weather. Maybe try sleeping a bit. Yeah, let's also just move everything here to like, ooh, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, those are the different perspectives we can probably choose from. There's also like the possibility, like the third person kind. At the same time, it does actually kind of work. Oh my god, what am I doing? Where's the brush person? I forgot the N. Not that you could tell because the writing is so bad, but anyway, that's also like really badly drawn. God damn it. There you have it. So we have first person, we have like first person-ish, which is like a more Pokemon style. Noon. Okay, just don't appreciate the bad weather then. Poke, Dragon Quest, and cassette. There I have it. Those are the different perspectives of like camera and presentation. We also have the aspects of how to handle death. And the link death. Oh my god. Death. Do you have like an item to revives? Like Pokemon has an item that revives. Item revives. Not even items, but also revives. But also like abilities which can revive. Abilities. Oh, abilities. I don't think that abilities kinda match. Don't really match with the vibe. I don't think. I think probably what I'm thinking here. It's something like we have an item to revives, but it's like a first aid kit where you just like first aid, which basically like revives, but like you only got like 2 HP. You know, and also you could have like a place, a center, or veterinary where you just like heal everyone. Real party, heal party. Yeah. Okay. What mother freaking now? I was thinking about another thing while I was drawing the perspectives, but it kind of slipped my mind, and now I don't really know what I was thinking about. That's kind of sad. You know what? Oh my god, that's a huge ass OST. And I kinda grew tired of it. Let's just go back to our normal gaming songs playlist. So Cassette Beast, Final Fantasy, Action versus menu. What else? What else I am missing? Oh yeah, probably like amount of simultaneously players, not players, but like agents, not agents, but like creatures. In our case, creatures, but like probably party members, simultaneous party members. Where do we put it? Let's put it here. Okay, so see. God damn it. God damn it. Let's try better, okay? Let's try better. We got these going on. Okay. And we got the C. Oh my god. Simultaneous. Oh my god. No, that's not the correct color. Simultaneous party members, which like probably in Pokemon is like one, Poke equal one. I don't know, Pyre, which is not really not really turn-based, but it has like a party members of 3. We have options like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, which just use 4. Like a lot of things use 4. How does Chrono Trigger manage it? Like how many Chrono Trigger? I'm guessing that Chrono Trigger only have 3 members also at the same time, at most, I guess. As I see on the UI here, it seems to me that it can only hold 3 people at a time. 3 people at a time. I'm convinced that Chrono Trigger only accepts 3 party members at a time, and I also think that Chrono Trigger is a way better example than Pyre in this case, just because Pyre is an action game and not a turn-based one. So let's just Chrono Trigger that shit. Chrono. No, let's make this better. Oh man, there. Trigger has 3. Pokemon like has 1, but also sometimes have 2, which is also always fun. But maybe it's just fun because it's not usually the because it's a novelty, because it's presented as a novelty, probably. But like, kind of fun. Don't know. So yeah, what interesting systems exist in Chrono Trigger that we can like take inspiration from? Chrono Triggers, as far as I remember, also use a system of like action gauges. Yeah. This kind of also like real-time battle. It's basically not basically, but like it's almost like an RTS, real-time strategy, but at the same time it's not, because it's not. Is it not real-time? It's almost real-time. Another thing I was kind of thinking, I think I remember, but actually let me just reposition this. Okay, let's just make it a bit to the top. Opa. Okay, and then we can just utilize the area better, I guess. Let's make this a bit smaller to match the other items. No, man. Oh man. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so now we have like a space here. What are we going to put here? Another thing that comes to mind for me is like a grid positioning system. Grid. Oh, you know what? Let me just do this. Oh my god, that's too much. That's good enough. So we also have like a grid positioning. And when I say that, I'm kind of thinking about what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about, what's the name of the motherfucking thing? Fire Emblem. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. Yeah. We also have like some more modern stuff to look at, because, you know, why would you only copy stuff that's old? You know, you gotta take inspiration from everywhere else, right? So let's also add to the mix here. What else? Let's make something here. Okay, let's make like these. I have it. And in here we can put stuff like what are the innovations from stuff like Persona? I love Persona. Persona. The innovations are different features. Differentiation features. Different features. I don't know. Special features. What do we have? We have like in the 5 in the game from 5 we have the pistols, which are interesting, I guess. It's a different kind of action. It's a very interesting system. I don't really know how to explain it, which is probably a problem. We have the option to switch everything, like switch builds. That's not how to switch builds mid battle. Mid battle. What else? I really like the aspect of the time passing, because in a way the time management, in the way that the time becomes more important than items, you know, so it kind of forces you to use items, which is something that I find very engaging, probably. There are other things here. There are like there are like special, not special. Yeah, special monsters occasionally. Okay. Well, special monsters like give, oh my god. Give well, there's special monsters like that give more XP. There's special monsters that are just harder to kill, you know. And in some ways also, this also comes back from, not comes back, but like this was something that was also applied in Arceus, which, like, for each area they had like at least, I guess, at least one alpha version of a Pokemon, which were like, I don't know, 3 times as big as the original one, and twice as much powerful, or like had a different ceiling, not a different ceiling, but like a different, just a different level, like a higher level from the general area we are in, which is something. Which is something. Those are indeed special monsters. What else? What else does Persona have? Persona. They have all that stuff about like different kinds of damage, of like affinities and elemental like types of attacks and combos. Combos slash like affinities. Yeah, sure. Well, 2 Fs. Affinities. So that's something that comes from Persona, probably. Haven't played Shin Megami Tensei, can't really talk about it. Can't really talk about it. What else? What else? Just because like we are like putting everything here doesn't mean we are really going to implement everything, because many things I've just put in here, they're kind of not really my jurisdiction, I guess. But I guess also I could argue for like some stuff, but also this reminds me, oh my god, that's not how that's not what it reminds me of. That conversation reminds me of Arceus. Which, what even is the differentiation in here, right? Like, I know, let me just pull up some images from Arceus. Oh man, Pokemon Arceus. Aha. Okay, why Pokemon Arceus was fun? Why did everyone like Pokemon Arceus? And probably people didn't really like the other Pokemon games. They are kind of sus, you know, they're kind of like everything is the same. So I'm getting a vibe that's similar to Pokemon Arceus here. Yeah, but also that reminds me of another thing, which is not this, which is not also this, which is this. Not this. Oh my god, not also Arceus, but greed positioning like Fire Emblem, like Wild Arms. Wild. Oh my god. Wild Arms. Especially the 5, which was the only one I played. Which is, I don't know, I kinda love the game. I really miss it. God damn it. But anyway, so you got like Wild Arms, and Wild Arms besides, which is kind of a better example than Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem doesn't really have the base of like menu battles. They are kind of just a grid, and you move around the grid, and you just like choose to attack. That's kind of the only options you can choose. Not like you could. It's not like you could change, like choose granularly what actions does the character take inside a like a singular battle. And not, I mean, inside a single combat, and not the entire battle, you know? Yeah, and you can only conduct people in regards to like the battle thing, like the whole battle, you know, not really the the whole, an exclusive, not exclusive, but a single combat. Yeah, a single combat. But Wild Arms 5, it's kind of different, right? Because in Wild Arms 5 we had like an hexagonal system. Not only we had hexagonals. Oh my god. Ad break. Not only we had like hexagonals, but we had like an interesting thing with the hexagonals, which were that whenever you did a boss battle, the hexagonals board, I guess we could call it a board, the hexagonal board like changed its shape. And also this was like fire, this was like wind, and this was like earth, and inside each of those like elemental squares you had different effects going on, which is interesting. It's interesting to think about, which is probably again more interesting than Fire Emblem. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. Let me just repeat everything that I just said, like in one, because the ads just went out, I guess. So in Wild Arms 5 we actually have this system of like a moving, not a moving board, but like a positioning board or with hexagonals, building what is basically another bigger hexagonal. But anyway, you could like position each of the 3 characters. Ooh, actually another one that's 3 characters in here. Aha. Chrono Trigger 3, and also Wild Arms 5. there you have it. Chrono Trigger and Wild Arms. And also each of these 3 hexagonals had like a fire elemental, a water, wind. Actually, yeah, there was like a wind hexagonal and an earth hexagonal, and there was also like a from aqua. Because wind is already taken from the W, but it's also like it's wind and water. Hey Void, how are you doing? Are you still going with a crutch? Anyway, I'm working with that like game idea, that area, earth, and wind. That area has, I don't know, invited me to, and I'm thinking about like how are we going to do the battle for the game. It's a game of like creature collection. It's a creature collection game, and I'm thinking about like how the battle is going to work. Okay, be right back. See you in a bit. And somehow alive. That's good. You're alive and cool. That's cool. It's cool to you're alive. See you in a bit. So yeah, in Wild Arms 5 we had this system, that system, and yeah, that's kind of a grid positioning, and also like during boss battles, the grid changes. The grid changes, and also there are those those four elements that's like rotate between them. So like the wind always became water, the water always became fire, the fire always became earth, the earth always became wind, and they rotate around. And there was even like some abilities that were able to rotate the elements once the battle is already going, which is important, I guess. It's interesting. Also, we had like some stuff that like if oh my god, if party is on the same square, I mean not a square, a hex, right? Yeah, if the party is on the same square, they got access to special moves. Moves. Oh my god. Moves. Oh my god. I don't know how to write. Don't I know how to write? Moves. There we have it. Special moves. I'm kinda in love with the aesthetic of this like canvas of like just random stuff kind of organized, and like I don't know. I'm having fun here. So yeah, that's an idea. That's an interesting take on how do we take advantage of the not the table, the board. Yeah, the battle board, I guess. Oh my god. No, go away. Okay. Let's select these and move this a little to the down. A little to the down. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, a little down. Let's nudge it a little down. So we have like, and we also have the option of going to a more Fire Emblems place, where we have like a huge grid, and we position like our different creatures and control them all. Kinda. Hey Void, welcome back. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't feel like it fits the theme. Like if we had, like presumably we would also have 6 creatures under our command, same as Pokemon probably. Thinking about it, it makes less sense to me to like control everyone on the battle, every creature on the battle, because you see that's kind of yay, Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. Like I feel like I feel like the creatures aren't really supposed to have that much awareness of like our control. So just being in the back or in a privileged position and just like pointing to the creatures and shouting stuff shouldn't be enough to make them obey you. I guess like I think it's different. It's a different feeling from Pokemon, which like for every given battle you only have to control one character, like not one character but like one creature probably. Well, not always, right? Sometimes it's two, but most of the times it's only one, which I feel like it's more credible that like you like if you are focused on just one creature and you're right behind them, they would obey you better than if you just like had the creatures out and about and saying like, oh, go attack that square, you know. So I don't know, I feel like Fire Emblem, it's not really a good example to our little chart here. But yeah, Pokemon, and also cassette beasts, and also like we're thinking about like every menu-based battle games that I can think of, and also Matt, which he was here earlier. He was saying a lot of interesting stuff that I wouldn't have thought about myself probably. We were talking about like Final Fantasy and Fallout and Star Ocean, which I didn't know, and Parasite Eve, which I didn't know, and yeah, and yeah, and yeah. But also since he left, I was thinking like, what? Like everyone kind of liked Arceus, you know? Everyone kind of liked Arceus, as compared to like the normal versus the normal installments of the series, like the main series, right? The main series entries. Mainly because like the main series is kind of stagnated in their old systems, which like people have already touched about, like what are the all the problems about the normal series in Pokemon. Like we don't have like dubs, we like the same style of like rail guarding is very preeminent, and a lot of other little problems that like just sum up to be like a huge not so great experience, or rather you can't really differentiate between two Pokemon main entries. Yeah, which is kind of a problem in itself. But Arceus was different, and I kind of can't understand what made Arceus be different. Like I'm thinking here, and I can't really get it. I feel like it was kind of open world, and I think that was a big. Let's just add it in here, even though I think it's kind of a like not to the point of what we're talking about, because I am here trying to just figure out what battle system we're going to have. But I think what made Arceus be better than the normal Pokemon entries is like the open world. What was I going to write that begins with a B? What the fuck? I guess I just, you know. Okay. So they had like a probably semi open open world. Um the capturing method was different. Capturing, like you could just, well, in a sense, this is very similar to how Power World did it also, which everyone also liked. World. Um, except Power World was actually open world, right? Not like semi, which was the vibe from Arceus. But I think like if I remember correctly, the all the little talks and discussions we were having inside of the Discord that we are like discussing the game, we were thinking about going in a more Arceus direction of having like big areas that have like seasons assigned to them and like themes like beach and the mountain and whatever, and they're kind of big, and there are Pokemon, I mean not Pokemon, but like our monsters roaming about, and we can like just capture them. If they are like not so powerful, we can just capture them using what, using just like regular Pokeballs. And if they are like more powerful, we have to like battle them and weaken them before we can capture them. Um, yeah, which is kind of different from the normal entry Pokemon games, because in the normal games you only like you're assigned to a Pokemon, and that's how you start, and then you just like keep the grind going forever, I guess. Um, and a big difference also probably was that like the Pokemons were roaming about, which I think is different from Arceus. I haven't played because like why would I? But let's just search for like a more recent Pokemon entry besides Arceus. Pokemon entries. Creepy Pokemon entries. No, I don't mean like Pokemon entries as in Pokédex entries. I mean like Pokemon games. Scarlet and Violet. I'm pretty sure that's more of a recent game. Yeah, the bike one. Yeah, the weird bike guy. Kind of. I mean, to be fair, I absolutely hate that Pokemon. God damn it! Like, why does a Pokemon need to like? Let's not get into it. Forget about it. Uh, world. Yeah, they're kind of open world. You can see every Pokemon out and about again, and you can choose who you battle and who you capture. Um, and they are kind of like semi-open world. Like they had those big areas with. What are you being surprised about? Yeah, but like they had like those big areas where you could like fight Pokemons and do your stuff in there. I think I've heard about like the main story areas being more railroaded, but you also had the access of like side areas, optional areas where you could like battle Pokemon and search for more Pokemon. And in those side areas, the game was more like kind of semi-open with the option to capture Pokemon, like to see Pokemon running around and stuff. So that's that. Hello, mother. Pokemon how you doing? Yeah. And I can't. I mean, people didn't also. Hello. People also didn't like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I mean, mostly, because it's kind of a bad game. But again, people did like Arceus, and I can't tell really why, because they seem kind of similar in my opinion. Like looking at looking at just screenshots, they seem similar. I guess Arceus was a bit more stylized in a more interesting way, or maybe it was just Arceus like banking on our collective nostalgia for early Pokemon games, because all of the Pokemon in the Arceus games were like Pokemons for the first to third generations, I'm pretty sure, but also at the same time I have no idea. Not that big of a Pokemon fan. And yeah, hello, how are you doing? How was your day till now? And stuff. I don't know if you've been here like for how long you've been here for, but we are working on a Pokemon, not a Pokemon, but a creature collection game, and I'm trying to decide how the battle system will work, like as regarding to move count and sickly. Oh no, that's terrible. That's at least she's somehow alive and cool. That's what she said, I guess. Yeah, feels bad. I hope Void gets better real soon. Being sick sucks ass very much. That's kind of funny. Like Void has been sick for a very long time. Yeah, your love. So yeah, for a while, yeah, right? Like, isn't that a bit strange? You won't leave me alone. Yeah, that's strange. That's strange. It's like people say to me, like, it's not like people say to me, but like there is this kind of a joke that goes around in my circles, I guess, that's like, oh, you are so ugly that not even Seek wants to stay with you. But like, that's not the case for you. You at least the sickness is staying with you. So I guess that's something. I guess that's some kind of company. But yeah, we're talking about like how can we define the battle system, in which like people, Arya has asked me to make like a simple battle system as to not distract the player from too much from the other aspects of the game, which should be more important, I guess. But at the same time, I kind of want to have like it would be too plain, too not fun to just copy the Pokemon game, you know? So I'm just kind of brainstorming, I guess, and documenting stuff that's kind of interesting. So like we're thinking about like what makes the Pokemon battle different from like basically Final Fantasy 1, because that's just a classic, I guess. And we've just came up with like the aspect of like Pokemon has no defense option, has the PP system, has a different range of options for like movements, of like it being limited to 4 options, yeah, for moves for every person, as opposed to like Final Fantasy where you just like develop your character and at the end of the game they have like dozens of options, and at the same time you basically only have like 4 four or so options that you actually use, because all of the other options are kind of too weak to use against like the kind of monsters you battle against like at the end of the game, in the end game, I guess. So I guess I guess that's not a real drawback from Pokemon. And also from Persona, this aspect also is present on Persona, like on Persona games, where the options are not really four, but they are eight. Like for each character in the party, we can have 8 actions, 8 spells, eight abilities to choose from, besides just like attacking with your equipped equipment, I guess. Yeah. 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 And also in the Pokemon games, you can also have the option to select an item for the Pokemon to hold, and those items have different effects, which is basically like, as compared to like a Final Fantasy, more similar game system. The item holding system is basically just an accessory you equip with the different people in there, and that's it for Pokemon. That's all I could think about. Me and Matt, probably. Matt helped a lot actually in this whole development of this whole document, I guess. That's a document. But thinking about like Cassetti Beasts, we have the systems of like energy, and some actions don't require any energy, and some actions require 1 energy, and some actions require like 3 or more energy. And every turn that pass, at the start of the game at least, you will only get 1 energy each turn. So you can just like choose weak options to keep stacking the energy, and eventually you can like just release a very powerful attack. And that's very interesting. And that's kind of a modern take on the whole menu turn-based battle system. The Final Fantasy series and all of those other entries also, like Final Fantasy, I think it started in the 3, Final Fantasy 3, and onward, and also Fallout and Star Ocean and Parasite Eve. We had like a mechanic where you time freeze and you choose an action, and then the action happens, but at the same time you're kind of like free to roam around, which I don't think it's like a great, not that it's a great idea. It's just that it's kind of, why would you do it, you know? It's the same thing in Arceus, you know? In Arceus, you begin a battle, and your character can roam about around the battle, I guess. And it's there's something interesting here, like the trainer roams about. And the interesting stuff for the trainer to roam about is that the trainer can be targeted. The trainer can't really be targeted, really, can it? I think it can, actually. So the trainer can be targeted by the opposite Pokemon, be it a wild or, well, only a wild, right? Because if they are kind of tamed, or not kind of, if they are tamed, they would usually not attack a random person. But yeah, so you have the trainer roaming about in the battle, and you can like you need to dodge the attacks or just stay away, I guess. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think that's interesting. I think that I want to build a system where you can roam about. I feel like that would be interesting, and we will be having an ad going very soon, which is not so good probably. Well, it's good for me. I earn money. Thank you for watching the ads, people. I really love you guys. and yeah, but rest assured, we will only be doing meditative activities and breathing exercises while the ad is going. So let's just start. If you're here with me, let's just breathe in and hold it for a while, and just breathe out. We are meditating here, okay? So breathe in. I will start something here on my I don't know. I think my clock has an app that's like Zen help, like to combat stress. Not that I am stressed, but at the same time, you know. Parece que eu tô. It seems like I'm sleeping, you know. I shouldn't really do it, you know. The ads is saying to me it's starting soon, but the ad is not starting soon. God damn it! Like it hasn't starting like so long. Have you guys seen the ad? Because I okay, now the ads are going. So let's just, you know, breathe in, breathe here, breathe in. You know, the doctor, I've been to the doctor recently, and I've just recently discovered that I have anxiety, and I kind of feel like it, you know. I'm kind of feeling like it. I'm feeling anxious right now, and that's probably a good idea to just, you know, breathe in and breathe out. Rip Mother, ad glitched for me? Oh, so you are not seeing the ad? Nice. No ad for Void. Okay, and breathe in again. And breathe out. You know, let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold without air. And we are back. Okay, forget about the breathing. Where were we? We were at reviewing this. So yeah, I think that the only thing I've decided after how much time have we been going? 2 hours here. After 2 hours, I think the only thing I've decided for sure is that I kind of really want to have like the options, not the option, well, the option, yeah, the option of, you know, roaming about in the battle area. Okay, there, that's an idea I want to have. I want the game to have, yeah. I kind of really love the idea for the cassette beasts of the energy thingy, but at the same time, the other people on the team are already using cassette beasts so much as a reference that I'm a bit afraid. I'm a bit afraid that that the game will just feel like a ripoff, you know, like just a cheap copy of Cassette Beasts, or just Cassette Beasts with a different story, you know, which is, I don't know. I am afraid of that. Yeah, yeah. We have the option to roam about the battlefield, but at the same time, I feel like someone needs to revive the battle grid, the battle grid system, or battle grid field. Yeah, that seems like a good name for that. Because it's just so interesting. It's just so interesting. Like, I kinda love how Wild Arms managed both the battle grid, and also the turns in the battle grid, of how they were shown in a queue, you know, like, this is me, this is me, this is the enemy, this is me, this is the enemy, and sometimes this is two enemies in the queue, you know. That's terrible. I should have written this below, like this. This is me, this is the enemy, this is me, this is me again, this is the enemy, you know, something like that. And how does these happen? I mean, not these, like the intercalation, it's kind of a given, but like, how does these happen, you know? And you kind of start thinking about, like, gauges that fuel up in different rates depending on speed of the character, you know. And sometimes the gauge will just fuel out twice, and that's how it works. That's how I see it working, I guess, you know. Yeah. And also the party size, not the party size, but like how many simultaneous party members are in the battle, you know. Maybe we can go for 2. I'm thinking 2 seems interesting, you know. I don't feel like many games use the like 2 people party. Probably because like it feels kind of difficult to build a meaningful party of like with different roles of like the healer and the DPS damage dealer and you know, whatever. Yeah, maybe that's because that's the reason. But at the same time, like, if we have the same system as like Pokemon, of like having 6 backup benched players, not players, but like creatures, party members, maybe that would make sense. And also, I just remember another thing. So I've, quote unquote, recently just played what have I just played? I've just played Metaphor, right? Metaphor Head Fantasia? Metaphor. And what does Metaphor brings to the table as far as battle goes? I feel like the Metaphor has like taken away the option of mid, like switch builds mid battle, which I think it was okay. I mean, I could, if it was up to me, I would change some stuff, but at the same time, well, I think a big I think a big aspect that Metaphor bring to the table was the reset battle option, which I don't think I would be copying, but it was something that happened. And also, what else? What else? I feel like the turns happened in an interesting way. The turn system. Well, let's just have sys, the turn sys, in which like everyone in the party takes an action, and then once the party has run out of actions, then it's the other party's turns, you know, the enemy's party's turn, which they also have like the predetermined, not always predetermined actually, like they had like a count of action crystals, and each action like takes one action crystal away, or sometimes half crystal. And sometimes we have like special moves that take like multiple actions crystal to execute, which is also interesting. So I think two things two things that I think let's what will we do? Let's just keep going. Let's increase the canvas. Where can I change the canvas size? Resize canvas. Yes, I think it is resize canvas. Widget height. Let's double the height. Yes. Oh, what? That was not really what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be resized, yes, but I wanted the old stuff to be completely on top instead of like centered. Yeah, that's how I like it. That's how I wanted it. Oh my god, it's just the worst thing I could ever draw. Yay! Look at this. Yay! Look at this. Yay! There we have it. Okay, so we have a cool little separation here. And what are the decisions we're going for? Our battle sys our battle sys will be like two, like my decisions. I still have to like develop like a prototype and show to people and see if the people on the rest of the people on the team approves of the battle. But our own little decisions here that we get going on are like two simu members, simultaneous members. We got trainer. Oh my god, trainer roams the battle. The battle. Are those the two only oh no, I want another thing here. I want like special abilities, special abilities or effects or synergies. Synergies between that's a terrible W. Between let's start with the new line. Between creatures. Creatures simultaneously on the party. Simu again. Okay. Those are the 3 decisions we got going on. I think also another decision I think I want to have is like a short number of actions limited to each Pokemon. I mean, not Pokemon. Each creature, each monster. And I'm thinking like 4 and recall Pokemon, or like 6, which is an arbitrary value I just come up with, which is an even number. So we can like distribute it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's an option. But also maybe we could have just like, I don't know, 5 actions and have it just displayed on a simple list. But also, no defense, we're just going to have like the options, not the options, yeah, the options you can choose. I mean, the options you can order the creatures to partake in, to take the actions you can order the creatures to take, in a simple little menu, like a simple list, you know. Probably a better call, especially for the demo, because we're still like testing stuff around. I don't know, arbitrarily 5 max. Oh my god, max ability per creature. Oh my god, that's not. Let's just. Monster is a shorter word. Monster. There. 5 max abilities per monster. Again, that's an arbitrary value. And we can very easily just change it. Those are the decisions we got going on, okay? Those are the good decisions we got going on. What else? I guess having accessories are interesting. Having accessories. Having. Oh my god. Terrible looking age. Anyway, having. Oh. Accessories. I don't know how to write it. Accessories. I think there was a double S somewhere in here, but at the same time, I mean, I can't even understand what's written in here. How can I expect anyone else? Accessories. Hey, thank you. Accessories. Thank you very much, mother. I am very dumb and also illiterate, kinda. Not really. I shouldn't be, but at the same time, you know. So yeah, having accessories. English language is stupid. Well, it's not more stupid than French, or so I've heard, you know, with all those silent consonants and stuff. You know, there is always, it's as Qui-Gon Jinn says, you know, from Star Wars, there's always a bigger fish. There's always a dumber language. And yeah, true. And also, like, in between different aspects of each language, there's also a lot of like languages that are stupid in some ways and not stupid in others, and vice versa, you know? Yeah. I am kinda hungry. I'm hungry. Two Simo members. By the way, Mother, do you have any more ideas to add to our wheel? Two Simo members. Trainer roams the battle. Special synergy between creatures. I guess that's it. But like, how is the battle screen? What's on it now? I really should do something to show that better, right? But at the same time, we have changed something on the wheel, which I'm just going to keep this. I think it's going to be cool to have it on the wheel. We have it 50-50 play horror or short demo, which was Void's contribution. We have 15 minutes of Fit Cam, which was Tricky Lady's contribution, which I'm kind of worried. But you know, whatever, I guess. We also have Call My Mom and Tell Her Something. And we have everything else is just change an item on the list on the wheel, because I haven't thought about anything else. But that's it. That's what we have. Yeah, having accessories. What else? I think that's it for like decisions regarding the battle. I mean the system, I guess. Well, karaoke. Yeah, karaoke. Freaking forgot about karaoke. Oh man. Let's add karaoke here. Change. Let's copy Pemi there. Karaoke. Karaoke. A song from Redeemer. From Redeemer's Choice. Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Mother. And we still have to think about these. Well, I guess when we have the trainer just running around, maybe we don't need to think about the camera. Maybe we don't really take away the camera control from the player and just leave the player to keep, I don't know, turning the camera around and also walking around, which kinda resolves this decision. We also need the handling death decision, which probably having like first aid kit, first aid kit, which like heals, revives monster with little health, little HP, and we have I don't know, the option to go to a place like a church or a veterinary. Let's just call a veterinary to heal everyone. Another thing here, that's the veterinary. Oh yeah, the special synergies, they need to have like a special cost again, or they could be the case like like Persona, where they just happen kind of randomly. Like you have the option of making them go kind of randomly. Like, I mean, it's not. Sorry, let me begin again. So in Persona, especially the 5, especially I'm thinking about the Persona 5 here when I say this, but the special moves are called by the AI probably, and you only have the options to accept the request for a special move, or just like negate, decline the request for the special move, and just keep going with the normal, with your normal day, your normal battle, I guess. Yeah. But I don't really like the idea of like just having. Personally, I would prefer that the special ability option would be a player choice instead of just like being a system's decision. Also, there is the innovation, I guess, from Metaphor of using like the front line. Ooh, it's going soon again. Front line and versus back line. Which maybe we can apply something similar here. We could have something going for, I mean, we could have something similar to Darkest Dungeon, where like someone is on the front and someone is on the back, and we can switch them around. And we have like melee attacks and ranged attacks. That's an idea. Yeah. Darkest Dungeon position system. Yeah. And I'm thinking like we could also try to steal like the elemental system from Wild Arms 5, and having like the two positions, like the front position and the back position, have like elements to them. But at the same time, I don't think this matches well with the trainer roaming the battle. Yeah, perhaps not a good idea. Yeah. Tuata. Pipiripipi. Well, what does the accessories do, right? The accessories do like special effects, status effects, effects, and auto use items, which is an idea. What else? I'm thinking here that maybe there is the possibility of maybe there is the possibility of, besides the trainer roaming around, allow allow the creatures, everyone, to be placed inside of a grid. But I think it will be kind of hard to switch between the actions of like the trainer roaming around and also like choosing the position of your creatures or monsters around the battlefield. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. I'm very inclined to just like have some kind of a grid system, because I don't know, grid systems for the win, I guess. I kind of like him. Oops. Ad's going any second now. And you know, I'm not going to wait. Let's start. I mean, let's just wait for the start. Something go just happen, I guess. Yeah. Having accessories, 5 max ability per monsters. How many monsters? How many monsters? Maybe 5 also, maybe 6, maybe 4 even. Yeah, maybe 5 too. I don't know. I think that's a better decision to let other people choose. Maybe, probably. Or probably that's a good decision for me to have. To decide, a good decision for the, like, I think it's on the better interest of the battle system to decide how many creatures are on the team. So yeah, let me just finish writing this, which is Oi at Abyss. Yes. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, let me. You are now in Ad Void. Where is it? Ad Break. You are now in Ad Void. There you have it. Now we have a better message to it. I don't know. Let me finish writing this, which was, what was I going to write here? It was what was I going to write here? God damn it. I already forgot. What's the problem with me? What's my problem? Oh yeah, max quantity of creatures. Max. Hey, are you back? Welcome back from the ads. Max creature. Nos. It's kind of a terrible writing. Let's try again. And let's change the word again. Monster, max monster on party. Yes, welcome back. How was your stay in Ad Abyss? Max monster, the sweet ad money. Oh yeah. I actually was absurdly surprised like about this, because my mom has had good. It was good. It was fast. My mom, she has a blog where she like writes. What does she write? She writes like chronicles about like life and people she meets around, and we added ads on the blog, and like it's not that it lasted, but it took like around a year for her to amass the sweet quantity of $1, one entire dollar that she got from AdSense from Google, you know. And I guess that has to do, so I was expecting that kind of level of money, of like $1 per year, you know, or like a very slow start to this. But since I've begun like having ads on this channel, I've like the estimate from Twitch is that, well, I've already generated like 20 cents of dollars, which is kind of crazy as compared to my mom's experience with ads, you know. So I was very much surprised and also very much happy, I guess. it's kind of a lot of money. I can see myself I don't know, getting paid by Twitch in like a year with $50, maybe, probably. Who knows? I don't. I hope that happens. Yeah, so Max Monsters Master. Why does it look like it's written Master? Master, or something like that. From AC/DC, or it's not from AC/DC, it's from Metallica. Max Monsters on party. How many monsters on the party? Like 4, 5, 6. I feel like 6 is good. Because it offers maybe we make it an odd number. I will get faster. It will get faster once you have more followers. Indeed. God hear you. Make God hear you. Not that I am kind of like religious. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just kind of cultural to just mention God everywhere. I should stop, actually. But anyway, I hope you are right, and I hope that happens soon. Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking, big hearts to you. I am making a heart with my hand also, but you can't really see it, so I don't know. Heart? Hand? No, don't have it. Well, let's use Vidal's heart. Or rather, why did I even get the emojis unlocked if I don't use them? But yeah. So I was thinking that maybe it would be a better idea to have an odd number here, because that would probably incentivize the player to think about the synergies between more than a couple of monsters, you know. Because otherwise we could, like, if we only had a party of like not odd but even number of creatures, of monsters, we could have two sets, you know, a set, like not two. If we had six, we could have three sets of two monster teams, squads. I don't know. Yeah. And you could only think about the synergies between only those two monsters, you know, at any given time. Which is probably not a good of a deal. I mean, it would probably be more fun to have the party have, like, to have multiple monsters on the party who could have like an interesting synergy going on, you know? Yeah. Yeah. For how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Let's finish the 3 hours and let's just go, because I am kind of tired and hungry, probably more hungry than tired. Yeah. So special synergies between creatures. Yeah. What else can we define? Again, I get myself thinking about grids. I feel like I really want to have grids, you know? And maybe we could sacrifice the trainer roaming around the battle for having grids. Ugh. Grids. That's a small text. Anyway. Ugh. Okay. That's a terrible way of deleting. This. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Maybe read instead. Maybe greed instead. I guess that's it, actually. Will we be able to use items? Yeah, let's have the ability to use items. Or should we not? Well, we already thought about the first aid kit. But maybe we could just like forget about the aid kit. You know what? Something that's kind of fun, which people actually do, is the Nuzlocke runs for Pokemon. maybe we could like force some aspects of the Nuzlocke, like force the player to that's not really about the battle system, you know, but yeah, force the player to choose a name for all monsters. For all monsters. Yeah. How else do the Nuzlocke runs happen? I mean, there is permadeath, and there is also, what is there? Oh, Pemi's online. I will actually just raid him because I will absolutely not lose any second of that punishment stream. Let's just raid Pemi. Raid Pemi. Pemi 0. There we have it. Oh, is that not how you do it? What? Raid Pemi 0. Okay, now it's going. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, let's just go. Let's just go chill with watching Pemi just being obliterated by the wheels of tortures. And that's it. I guess see you around. I see you on Wednesday. Yeah. Bye-bye. Dole.